Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 32nd video in the Learning and Evolving from Past Practitioner series, a video series that aims to introduce important historical figures in the internal style of martial arts and Shoudao practice. In my channel, there are many discussions on the theory of Tai Chi. Whenever I talk about these topics, I often quote one of the most famous masters of the Tai Chi theory, Chen Xin. It can be said that Chen Xin's Tai Chi theory represents the deepest, most complete, most systematic, and most detailed theoretical system in the Chen style tradition. His classic book can not only guide the practice of Chen style Tai Chi, but also serve as the guiding principle for other Tai Chi styles. In short, when it comes to Chen style Tai Chi theory, no other work has had greater instructional value than Chen Xin's writings. For almost the past 20 years, whenever I have read Tai Chi theoretical material, it has almost exclusively been Chen Xin's works. Today's video will introduce him in detail. Chen Xin was born in 1849 and passed away in 1929. His courtesy name was Pin San. He was the 16th generation of the Chen family and the 8th generation inheritor of Chen style Tai Chi. He was a Gongsheng, a prestigious imperial examination rank in the late Qing dynasty, and is one of the most renowned Tai Chi theorists in modern Chinese martial art history. From a young age, he trained martial arts under his father. Exceptionally intelligent, he grasped the profound essence of Tai Chi martial skills. Later, he followed his father's command to pursue scholarly studies, thus exceeding in both literature and martial arts. In order to articulate and explain the Tai Chi principles handed down within the Chen family, he dedicated himself to writing. He authored several works, the most of which is the illustrated explanation of Chen style Tai Chi, or 陈氏太极拳图说. He began writing this book in 1808 when he was nearly 60. He completed it in 1919, taking 12 full years. When it was finished, he was nearly 70 years old. Over those 12 years, he poured all his energy into the project, working tirelessly in heat and cold, revising repeatedly and personally copying out 4 full manuscripts, each containing 200,000 or 300,000 characters. His perseverance and dedication are truly moving. We can see that since Chen Wangting of Chen Village in Wen County, Henan Province, created Tai Chi during the Kangxi reign of the Qing dynasty around the middle of the 17th century. The art was transmitted orally for more than 200 years, with hardly any written record. It was not until Chen Xin completed his monumental work after 12 years that Chen style Tai Chi finally had a systematic written foundation. The book combines texts and illustrations. Its movements rooted in the meridians and capable of transformation. Its principles aligned with the I Ching, or the Book of Change, and following universal principles. Its logic is rigorous, its explanation profound yet clear, presenting every detail with insight and precision. It became a towering theoretical monument in the Tai Chi world and a classic reference for generations of practitioners. Over the decades, the book spread throughout China and abroad, cherished by Tai Chi communities everywhere. It is truly an immortal masterpiece and a classic of Tai Chi. Chen Xin was the first to systemize Tai Chi theory, deeply integrating I Ching, Yin Yang, and the five-element philosophical concept into martial technique, forming a unique system of understanding martial principles through the I Ching, or the Book of Change. Through concise 5 and 7 character verses, he summarized the movement requirements, solving the traditional problem of oral transmission, which was prone to distortion and difficult to pass on accurately. At the same time, his writing emphasizes the concept of following naturalness, elevating Tai Chi from a purely combative art to a method of cultivating character and nurturing life, promoting its evolution from combat into a health and self-cultivation system. One of Chen Xin's greatest theoretical contributions was Chen Xin, or silk reeling energy, a term he established to describe the defining characteristic of Chen style Tai Chi. This part of his writings is the most brilliant and influential. He skillfully interpreted the cultural origins of silk reeling in relation to Tai Chi philosophy and built a complete theoretical framework for it. He was the first to clearly articulate the concept, saying, Tai Chi is the practice of silk reeling, or 太极拳禅法也. He used the name silk reeling energy to identify the core movement of Tai Chi. He also wrote translated quote, Tai Chi is the silk reeling method. The silk reeling method has many forms, advancing and retreating, left and right, up and down, inside and outlet, following and opposing, large and small, and so on. These opposing yet complementary qualities must coexist and cannot be separated or isolated. End translated quote. It is worth noting that the most widely practiced version of Chen style Tai Chi today follows the large frame or 大架 system, transmitted by Chen Fake. This version was originally reorganized by the 6th generation master Chen Changxing and later promoted widely by Chen Fake, the 9th generation master. By the way, Chen Changxing was one of the Tai Chi teachers of Yang Luchan, who was the founder of the Yang style Tai Chi. Meanwhile, another 6th generation master of the same area, Chen Youben, also restructured the art, forming that it is now the small frame or 小架 system. Research suggests that the earlier and the more traditional method of Chen style Tai Chi was actually the small frame. Although the modern small frame has evolved over time, the version transmitted by Chen Xin is likely the closest to the training method of Tai Chi's founder, Chen Wangting. These historical issues are difficult to resolve completely, but we should understand that Chen Xin transmitted the small frame system, which differs significantly from the widely practiced large frame today. Unfortunately, Chen Xin left behind no filmed footage. Fortunately, many of his disciples and later inheritors have preserved recordings and demonstrations, allowing us to appreciate the flavor of Chen Xin's legacy. The first video features Chen Boxiang, a 10th generation master of Chen style Tai Chi. The second video features Shi Lei, a well-known 10th generation master, actively promoting the Chen style small frame. The third video features Chen Qinghuan, also a 10th generation Chen style master. So, that was Chen Xin. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found today's topic interesting and informative. Please post any further questions about Chen Xin, his practice, and his lineage in the comment section. I will answer them for you in the future. Thank you for watching. See you next time and enjoy your practice.